Hey everyone, it's Jessica Edwards in Wilmington, North Carolina, and I want to talk to all the buyers and sellers out there looking at property or thinking about selling a property as is. So not doing any needed repairs or updating or anything, just putting the property on the market to sell. Every situation is different, and sometimes this is the best thing for a property to sell. Most of the time it's better to do little things here and there and prepare the property to sell. But every once in a while, there's somebody that wants to sell a property as is. And I think it's really important to keep in mind, if you're a seller and you're wanting to just put the property out there as is, just not do anything, that you really have to keep in mind that the property value needs to be undervalued. So what I mean by that is you can't just say, okay, my house is worth $300,000 if the work was done. It needs about $50,000 worth of work, so we're going to sell it, we're going to list it or sell it for $250,000. That doesn't equate, because a buyer needs to feel like they're getting a deal, that they're getting the property for less value if they're going to have to put the cash into it to do what needs done. So if you've got to put $50,000 of work into a property, you need to be selling it for even more than $50,000 less that value. Hopefully that makes sense. But a buyer's got to be able to justify putting that cash into it. And if that much is needed and that much needs to be done, and somebody's going to do the work, put the money into it, they need to feel that at the end of the day they still got a good value, that they came out on top, not that they could have gone out and bought the same property with all the things already done, not had to put the sweat, the work, the time, and the money into it. They could have just gone out and bought that same property down the street for $300,000 with it all completed. So they really need to feel like they're getting a value. So if you want to sell a property as is, or that needs, major repairs or updating and things like that, it's really important to keep this in mind. You cannot just say the amount of work that needs done and take that off the price and list it or expect to sell it at that price. So hopefully that makes sense. But for sellers, keep this in mind when you're weighing your options, or if you're thinking about selling a property this way. And for buyers out there, keep that in mind as well if you're looking at an as-is property or trying to determine a value of a property like that. So anyways, these are my thoughts. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to check us out or send us an email. And of course, visit us at thecarolinasfinest.com. Thanks so much for listening. Have a wonderful day.